blogging to me is that you're always going to be anonymous unless you tell somebody who you are, which isn't really that much fun. But you get to talk about books without anybody judging you. Or even if it's like one of your enemies, you don't have to worry about them talking to you in a mean or harsh way. And like, if you have a challenge, you have to read so many books, and then you get some good stuff for your school, and that's just awesome.
My favorite part was when the Synesthetes came to the old girl's house and was trying to give the little boy a really, 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 really bad dream. But the good fairy came in and saved the boy from having a really, 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 really bad dream. She was a hero.
Hi, what's good about blogging is, well, it helps you understand books more, and the person expresses how they feel about a book. So whenever they express the feeling of a book, it makes other people understand what the book means. So the more stuff they put, which I put lots of stuff, the more stuff they put, the more people learn about the books that they're talking about.
This book is my favorite because of all the suspense. At first, I thought it was going to be a challenge, but when I started reading it, I saw it had a lot of pictures. The best part, though, is the pictures. They help tell the story.
I am glad that you took my advice and read this book.
I totally read this book, and I loved it. It was so good, and it was so full of suspense. I hope more people decide to read this book.
Percy Jackson is a modern character, but he can also be a little immature sometimes. But all of us have been immature in our lives, but still, he is a fast-learning dude, and he can pull the weirdest fighting tricks. It is so cool. You should definitely read this book.
So have you read any books in the Blogging Buddy program? 4. You have read 4 of the books. Do you think you'd have read those books without the Blogging Buddy program?
No.
No? Were any of them any good?
Yeah.
Which one?
I guess Heat.
Heat?
Out of all the Rebecca Caldwell books I have read, Rules, The Invention of Hugo Cabret, Heat, and Chug, my favorite was Heat. I chose this book because I love baseball, and that's what it was about. It was about this kid that was an amazing pitcher. The team got to the Little League World Series, but there was a problem. The team's rival thought he was too good, and they wanted a birth certificate from him. He was telling everybody his father was in Florida visiting his sick brother, but he really was dead. He didn't have a birth certificate, so he couldn't play baseball until he got one. Finally, at the end, a famous Yankees player found him his birth certificate, and just in time, too. It was the day of the Little League World Series. He got to play. This book was really good, and it was my favorite one that I read out of the reading culture books.
Like blogging? What do you like about blogging?
That people reply to you and you get a reply to them back.
Ah, so have you got some people replying to yours?
Yes.
Yes? How often do you think you've blogged?
I don't know, like every time I come in here.
Fantastic.
I'm reading a book called Ripley's Believe It or Not, RBON, and it is absolutely funny, hilarious, sad, and wow. You should look it up. I am looking at the front page right now. There's a guy who has about 369 straws in his own mouth. Now he has a big mouth. Anyway, I would love it if you would comment this and post some, posts. Thanks. Bye.
I like the Rebecca Culture books because it's like you're just taking a carpet all the way there, and it's like you can just sit on your carpet and watch the whole thing when instead of just reading it. It's like you're watching your own little movie in your head. And I think the Rebecca Culture books are fun, and they have a lot of action, and I think they're the best books I could ever find in the world.